Okay, now I think every time I try to go live, it puts it as unlisted, and I have to change it. Make sure headset's connected. Okay. It's working. Yeah. Hey, Ellie. Good morning. I'm reporting live from my bed. I just didn't have time to put makeup on. I took a shower late last night and I blow dried my hair out. So much easier with short hair. I just blow dried it out, took the straightener through it a little bit, and it's done. Where my hair's really dry, I have to wash it like about every other day or every 3 days. So we've had updates overnight about Savannah Spurlock, the missing mother from Lexington, Kentucky. I uploaded a video this morning. They did find human remains at David Sparks' parents' property. David Sparks was one of the guys that Savannah left that bar with back on January 4th. She was seen on surveillance. She went 40 miles away, I'm assuming, to party with them. He was probably sweet talking her. And they said she left the next morning on foot. Now, they've searched properties, they've searched cars, but they got a tip. A neighbor called in that there was a foul odor coming from the property. And this neighbor knew about they were suspects in the disappearance of Savannah. So, this breaks my heart for her mama and kids. Yeah, it breaks my heart for them too. Now they can get some closure after these guys are charged and convicted. Now he's charged with what, abuse of a corpse. I have something else I want to talk about this morning I found when I was looking up this info, too. And this is about a babysitter in Ohio. The babysitter is accused of beating children with a belt and breaking the toddler's back. Crap, I didn't want to share it. Yeah, Ellie, it says a babysitter from Columbus has been arrested after being accused of abusing several children. Destiny Preston faces charges of assault and endangering children in two different incidents. Court documents state she allowed a 2-year-old to play unsupervised in her yard for at least 2 hours with two other children, May 2018. The child during those 2 hours suffered compression fractures to his spine, two subdural hematomas, bruising, and swelling. I don't think I pronounced that right. She told police she didn't check on him because she had guests in her home. The second incident happened in June 2019 when she was watching three children under the age of 4 over a 3-day period. The mother of the children noticed bruising on them after picking them up. Additionally, bruises and welts were found on the 4-year-old from being whipped with a belt. The 2-year-old had bruises and welts on his arms, backs, his butt, and face. A 13-month-old had fractures to her back caused by compression. In the latter case, Preston faces charges of assault endangering children. What a piece of shit. Somebody needs to break her back. So I guess like compressions means like compressing her back, like pushing in on that little 13-month-old's back. God almighty, what the hell is wrong with these people? How could you do that?
Why
Get
shop a
uh
furniture or appliance store when you can shop
a plate advertisement. These people's nuts. Hey, Alex. Hey, Marie. Hey, Bonnie. I forgot. You got to scroll the chat. It just don't do like on regular, like the regular live stream. Not for me, where I'm using the Streamlabs. Um. Hey, Verbal. How are y'all? And Bonnie, I thought the exact same thing this morning. I said, if that was my kid, that bitch wouldn't make it to court. It probably she wouldn't have made it to even been reported. I'd have went straight. I'd have beat her ass. What a piece of shit she is. Let's see. Let's see what the New York Post is saying about Savannah. I read a Fox article this morning. Um, Authorities discovered human remains in the case of missing Kentucky mom who vanished from a bar more than 6 months ago and said an arrest has been made in her disappearance. Savannah Spurlock, 23 years old, she had just given birth to twins in December, was last seen January 4th with two unknown men as she exited a bar in Lexington, Kentucky. FBI said Thursday the remains, which have not been positively identified, were located late Wednesday in Garrett County, about 30 miles from the watering hole where Spurlock was last seen. Kentucky State Police also they arrested 24-year-old David Sparks of Lancaster on charges of abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence. Now, True Crime Truth Finders has done some videos, and she just did a video this morning, Katie, and there was some kind of box allegedly in the back of David Sparks's truck, some kind of box container. It looked like it was metal to me. Um, but there was pictures of authorities taking that out and putting it in the van in the corner left right after that. So I wonder if she was in that or not. To me, I was thinking, the neighbor reported that there was a foul odor coming from the property. He called authorities. And I'm just wondering if the neighbor was smelling the decomposing body from his property, David Sparks couldn't have had Savannah buried too far in the ground. She must have had a shallow grave. But if he had her in a box, you would think, and it had a lid, that would kind of contain the smell. I don't know. I don't know about decomposition on that. Hey, Black Rose. Yeah, the FBI had searched that property before. They're going to do an autopsy, of course. They'll be able to tell how she died, hopefully. Um, and hopefully they'll be able to tell if is that the place he put her when she died, or has the body been moved and relocated? They'll be able to tell all that. It says just before midnight, human remains were located. As a result of an ongoing investigation, the deceased has been taken to the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort for an autopsy and identification. Spurlock is the mom of 4 kids, including a set of twins who were born in December. They're not going to remember their mom. What are you going to tell these little kids? And the older kids, her older kids, what are you going to tell them? They're asking where their mommy's at. I'd hate to be the ones that had to talk to the kids. Oh my goodness. Hey, Wheatsy. Katie says they searched the property multiple times in the area, also removed a white vehicle from the property months ago. Yeah, I'm just wondering if her body has been there the whole time or if they had her somewhere else. I saw in Katie's video that allegedly they were in the barn searching. Like there was maybe like a piece of wood laying. And I guess they raised up the wood. They were searching there. Hi, High Priestess. Cool name. Cool name. Hi, Marie. Thank you, Black Rose. You know, guys, people can say what they want. I've heard people say little smart stuff about her being at a bar, her just giving birth to twins, leaving the bar with people she didn't know. We all do dumb things when we're young. I think Savannah had, from what I've read, her family said this. She had went down the wrong road at one point in her life and got on some drugs, and she had straightened her life up. And I guess she had gotten pregnant with the twins and had them, and I guess she just wanted a night out. Um, she met these guys. From the looks of this guy's mugshot, he's not a bad looking guy. He was probably very charming. And she thought, yeah, I'll go and we'll party. And something went horribly, horribly wrong. I don't know what they did to her. I've always thought maybe the people she was seen leaving with raped her. They all raped her, killed her, because, she could send them to prison. But I done the same thing back in the day, out partying, left a bar with someone I didn't know, and it did not end pretty, and I was lucky to get home. I've told this story before. I don't really want to go into it too much this morning, but yeah, I ended up with bruises. I thought he was going to strangle me to death. Very nice guy. Um, so you just don't never know. Please, you all, anybody, do not leave the bar with people you don't know. And don't meet up with unknown people online either. Hi, Candy and Samara. Exactly, Ellie. I can't blame her either. Oh, you don't have any sound, Candy? Yeah, I've got it fixed to where you could just see like the picture of Savannah and the guy because I didn't have time to do my makeup this morning. I'm actually in here in my bedroom. But can everybody else hear? Is anybody else got volume problems? I want to type in the chat to Candy. Y'all can hear just fine. It's on Candy's end. Hey, Ann. Can somebody type in the chat real quick? Tell Candy it's on her end. Weedsy says she can hear just fine. Good sound here. It's okay. Local Rogue says. Sarah, hey, honey. Oh my God, Alicia. Gosh, girl, you should call in. My Google Hangouts on air is not working, but I can get like calls from Messenger and stuff, and y'all can still hear. Only hearing out of one earpod. Oh, I don't know. What's wrong with the sound? Everybody else hears it. That's interesting, Alicia, that your husband worked with David. What kind of person did your husband say he was? Is he a nice guy? Looks like he's cocky to me. Dante, hi. Is that how you say it, Dante? I refreshed and I got sound, Marie. It's coming through my left earpiece. I don't know what, unless it's Streamlabs. I have no idea. Hey, Stephanie Brown. I'm at work, but wanted to stop in and say, hey, girl, don't work too hard. I have a lot of questions. Katie, you should try to get her to interview. He worked with him at Alltech here in Nicholsville, Kentucky. My husband said he acted completely normal and didn't change one bit after what happened. Well, I like the name Dante. Hey, Cheryl. I knew they did something to her. It's happening on Ellie's too. I don't know what's wrong with it, stupid Streamlabs. Unless y'all exit out and refresh. Um, that's a sign right there, in my opinion, of a psychopath Alicia that could murder someone, bury them on their property, allegedly, and go to work and act like nothing's wrong. Here we have Chris Watts did the same thing. But if you go back and watch the videos of Chris Watts, you know what's happened. You know, we all know what's happened. But if you watch the videos, the body cam, he looked like he was panicking to me. You don't know the case, Marie? Yeah, Alicia, if you could talk to True Crime Truth Finders, that's who I call Katie, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Um, that would be great. Katie's a XPI. She's great at doing videos if you'd be interested in talking to her. So, Marie, Savannah Spurlock is 23 years old. I think she was 22 when she went missing. I think she had a birthday right after her disappearance. But on January 4th, 2019, Savannah went out with a friend of hers. Her and her friend got in a little disagreement. She left Savannah at the bar. It's called the Other Bar in Lexington. Savannah was last seen leaving that bar with some guys. They took her back to allegedly Garrett County, Kentucky, like 30 or 40 miles away. And they say the next morning she left on foot. Now, this is January. It was cold. She had a skirt on, short sleeves, and really high heels on. But they say that's what happened. They'd searched the property a couple different times. The guys stuck to their story, but a neighbor called in a tip about smelling a foul odor, so they searched the property again last night and found remains. That's basically what happened. Hey, Kim A. Well, Alicia, that would be great. Katie, did you put your email in for Alicia? Hey, Jess Andrea. I'm from the town. I'm glad to hear that they have found her. Me too. Me too. I mean, God love her heart. We don't know. She could have not have agreed to go partying with them. Maybe if her and her friend, her friend left her, maybe those guys were supposed to give her a ride home, but that's not what happened. And maybe they took her there forcefully and done stuff to her and killed her. Now, her mom tried to call her. Savannah actually hung up on her that night, and I think Savannah actually did talk to her mom while she was in the car with the guys. I just remembered that. So, but that doesn't mean that she agreed to go party with them. We don't know. It's untelling what they told her. Poor kids. Yeah, she had parked her mom's car somewhere else. My children knew her, and I know her, the father of her twins. Oh my gosh. It's so sad. Who has the twins? Her mom and dad? Bless her sister's heart. I can't remember her sister's name. I've talked to her on Messenger before. She has fought so hard. She's done everything in her power to find Savannah. Um, I think they knew that Savannah was no longer alive. Um, but they wanted to find out what happened to her. They never gave up. Oh, thank you, Marie. I can't wait to see what it is. It is a sad story, Andrea. Oh, Candy, I'm so sorry. Let me see, Candy. Let me get on my Chromebook and pull up my video and let me see how the sound is. So I know what you're saying. So I know what you're saying. Let's, let's see. Go back a little bit. No. Don't meet up with unknown people online either. The sound's fine. Hmm. I don't know. It may be a glitch with YouTube or your Wi-Fi. It's working fine for me. Oh, the twins are with their father. It took me forever, lovable rogue, to find my glasses this morning. That's exactly right, Alex. It doesn't matter what she was doing. She didn't deserve to be murdered and buried like an old dead animal, you know, in somebody's barn or on their property. Let's see what. Oh, Katie just sent me a picture of her little boy. I guess he's drawing on the wall with chalk. That's funny. Hey, Lori. Good morning. Yeah, I'm glad families got the kids. I know it, Andrea. I'm just wondering, Andrea, if when they searched the property before, if they took dogs with them, like cadaver dogs, canine dogs. Because I think last night that they had dogs with them, canine unit, and you know, you know how cadaver dogs are. They can smell really good. Probably led them straight to the body. He must not have had her buried deep. It, but I think a dog could probably smell up to even if it was like a 6 foot deep grave. Oh, really, Andrea? Is that a small area, Andrea? Hey, Mary Quack Contrary, tell your mom Rosalie hey. Hey, Lisa. Lisa, I was actually listening to you last night. I didn't chat, but I just wanted you to know I was listening. I didn't chat because I knew I would fall asleep and people would wonder why I didn't respond to them in the chat. I fell asleep listening to you. I wish Candy's volume wasn't messed up. I don't know how they missed her. I'm just wondering if her body's always been there. I was told this morning they did have dogs previously. Maybe her body hasn't always been there. I do know that they found some items that are Savannah's with their remains. I don't know if they're exactly in the grave with her, wherever they had her, but on the property they did find her remains. I'm assuming that would be her cell phone. And what else did she have? Did she have her purse with her? But she didn't have money. Her wallet was in the car. I was going into another realm, Lisa. Oh, Lisa, y'all check out Lisa's channel if you like watching mediums and getting your cards read. You can go on panel and she'll give you a reading. And Lisa really is gifted. Like she described my boyfriend that committed suicide, a picture of him that I had taken. This picture is not online. Nobody knew about it online. just like a private picture. She described how he was sitting in that picture. It was amazing. And it was on the anniversary of his suicide. It had been 11 years. They say I was never much of a partier, but after I got pregnant with my first child, all that stopped. And I always had someone with me when I went out. Yeah, you cannot trust these people. Garrett County, a small Richmond, who is handling the case, is only about 30,000 people. It's also a college town. Yeah, we have a college here, but it's like a really small one. Go check out Katie's channel. I'll be talking to Noelle today. Thank you all. I'll have something today or tomorrow. Oh, okay, Katie. I can't wait to see it. I'm thinking it's been moved between all of them moved back when they thought it was clear. Was it she found under a floorboard in a barn? Well, allegedly, that's what the rumor is. Katie knows more about that part than I do. But allegedly, they were in a barn and they moved. I guess there was like a board or something laying there. Moved it up, started digging there. Lexington, where she went out, is maybe twice the size, so small, but not terribly small. Yeah, see, for me, Lexington would be like a huge place. I've been to Lexington. I'm from like, shoot, the Boondocks. Cece, you should join in with the video or a live or something. Maybe in the combo. If she doesn't care, that would be amazing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Katie, there's some way that we could like privately chat with her and record it, video record it. Or we could do it live. It don't matter. I would just like to listen to what she has to say and maybe throw in a few questions here and there. I don't think y'all's earbuds are broken, Ellie. I think it's something with the internet or the Streamlabs. I only used Streamlabs this morning because I didn't want to put makeup on. I'd been out with my rooster this morning and I actually left them out for an hour by themselves and went and put them back up and did a video, so I just didn't have time. Hey, Southern Mom. How are you doing? I was told this morning that she was found inside some sort of metal box. Well, Andrea, True Crime Truth Finder, she did a video this morning, and there were pictures of authorities carrying out a metal box. And allegedly, that metal box used to be in the back of David Sparks' truck. Now, I'm curious if his brother was involved, David's brother, because Savannah's sister, when I spoke with her in Messenger, she told me that David Sparks' brother had bashed Savannah, calling her a hoe, calling her all kinds of things. Why would he do that? Unless he knew his brother had done something to her. Candy, did you get volume? Share what with you? A cig? A cig, Marie? Cigarette? He had to know verbal, didn't he? Yeah. I actually, she told me Katie, we should try to get out. Well, it's a bad time to try to get a hold of Savannah's sister. I don't want to bother her. But she told me before, if I had any questions, but where they've just found the remains, I don't want to right now. But we could reach out to her later on. Maybe in a couple of weeks or something. Oh, really? A woman did a reading and it says that Savannah was shot. Oh, I believe that some people are gifted, like Lisa Free Spirit. friend that comes in here, fellow creator, that lady is really gifted. There's no way she could have described um, that picture of my boyfriend sitting in the floor. He kind of got his arm propping up his head. I mean, she had details. There's no way that picture's not on the internet. I've never spoken about it to anyone. It's actually at my mom's house. You know, after he passed, we had taken pictures, so I had some of them printed off. Um, but she's gifted, so I do believe in that. Possibly she could have been shot. Hey, Lori, Lori's earbuds are not working. Guys, I don't know what's up with the earbuds. Maybe try it without earbuds. I'm from Alabama and we have several people missing, and I was wondering if you all could help. Yes, Shay, absolutely. Yes, we can help. We can make videos and um, do discussions about it. Let me put my email in the chat, Shay, and you can reach out to me and just give me the names and kind of tell me a little bit about them or send me a link to something about them. Shirley, you're near Muscle Holes. Did I pronounce that right? Well, I'm from Virginia, y'all. As you can tell, I'm a hillbilly. Yeah, yeah, lots of Alabama folks. Welcome, Alabama. My brother loves the college team, Alabama. Muscle Shoals. Is that how you say it? KY City Hillbilly here, Ellie says. Your name reminds me of Ellie Mae Clampett from the Beverly Hillbillies, Ellie. I tried StreamYards last night, but I don't think people on the phone can join in. Not sure. I don't think they can join in here either. You know, my Google Hangouts on air does not work anymore. I don't know if it's just my Chromebook or if they've already taken it out of this area. A lot of people said that it was going away in January. I think mine actually said September or August on it. Oh, I love the Conscious Truth. She watches this channel sometimes. Google Hangouts stinks. Yeah, the Hangouts on air, it does not work for me. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to pay like $15 a month for Zoom. My hubby will love that. $15 for an app. But if I'm going to do panels, I'd rather just go on someone else's channel, to be honest. Like, if I need someone to call in, they can call in through, like, my messenger. Y'all would be able to hear just fine. Oh, Candy, is your little girl named Shay? I love that name. I like the name Shy, too. I used to have a horse named that, a mare. I can't find StreamYards on the Play Store, Lisa. Can you do panels with it? Can people call in? Yes, Shay, we will help you any way we can, Katie and I. Katie is good at digging for info. She really is. I'm so relieved that they found Savannah's remains. I really am. I mean, her family needed. closure. They got a long road ahead of them because these guys will have to be charged for murder, tried and convicted before these people can ever think about closure. Ah, I just knocked over everything. Jessica Hamby is one of the girls that is missing, and it has been over 2 years. You know what, Katie? This would be something great for me and you to work on, like we was talking before, live stream about it. Me and you both can look for information. Jessica Handbook. Let me write this down. Let me get back to my seat here in the bed. Let's see what we can find about it right now. I'm not looking at chat, so y'all just chat away. I'm all about helping people. I found her. Okay. The latest article I can find is January 3rd. Wow, she's a pretty girl. Okay. Let's see what it says. 1 year since Jessica Hamby reported missing in Marion County. And this is January 3rd, 2018. Or it's 1 year since Jessica vanished in Marion County. Sheriff Kevin Williams says he will not close this case until they find Jessica. I can't remember a case where we'd put more resources, money, manpower on one case. Someone will eventually come forward. So what happened? Property owner Raymond Edwards, along with Eric Edwards and Alicia Motes, claimed Jessica left the residence in freezing cold weather the next morning to watch the sunrise, then vanished. Jessica's cell phone was never recovered, but the technology trail continues to reveal clues. One text saying, "They ain't going to shoot me for leaving." Law enforcement won't speculate on what happened to Jessica, but are confident they will solve the case. "We're not going to let it die. We work on it every single day," says Williams. Although Jessica suffered from drug addiction, investigators said her case will not fall by the wayside. Jessica has 3 young children. There is a $5,000 reward in the case. If you have any information, call the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Wow. I definitely will be looking into this, Shay. I had a drug addiction myself. I think a lot of times, I'm glad this sheriff is continuing to search for her, even though she's got a drug addiction. A lot of times people act like drug addicts are worthless. Oh, they've just wandered off to go party and do some dope, people will say. You know, drug addicts are human beings. They have families that love them. Gosh, they got it all over Fox News here. Suspect arrested in connection to Kentucky woman's disappearance. Oh, sorry, I got off topic there for a second. I looked up Fox News is covering Savannah. See what else it says about her. So I guess she's out with these people. She leaves walking, and it's cold as hell outside, to go watch the sunrise. I don't think so. Hey, Mel Mel. Lisa. Hey, Carla Marie. Let's see. Let's see if there's any videos. Unfound podcast. I don't know what that is. I hope I don't get in trouble for this.
24-year-old from Haleyville, Alabama. She worked at Walmart and had 3 children. On January 2nd, 2018, Jessica got kicked out of detox for getting into a fight with another woman. Jessica then got a ride to a house where she met a friend she had known from childhood, allegedly staying there until the next morning. She was never seen again.
Well, someone on YouTube, done a video, Unfound Podcast. Let's see what else it says. I think you can play other people's
I'm
videos.
Ed Densel, and this Unfound News for January 11th, 2019. The next Unfound newsletter will be coming out in a few days. Please look for it.
She went on, after she could get her a job, she worked, she was great. She was a single mom. She done a great job.
Okay. And then she had two other children later. And how old were they? And we have to remember that this is a fairly recent disappearance, just the beginning of last year, so a little over a year. How old were the three when she disappeared last year?
When she disappeared, they were 9, 5, and 4. And they've all celebrated a birthday since then. Very, very hard. So they're...
Okay, let's pause for a second. Probably need to pause every few minutes. I was trying to scroll down and see when the date of this video, but for some damn reason it won't let me.
They're 10, 6, and 5 now.
Wow. Okay. All right, so 3 kids. Now, was she living with you during this time? Were they all living with you? What was the living situation?
Not at all times. Jessie, she was able to get out. She got, she started in fast food, Subway, things like that. She eventually, she got her own place. She got her a good job at Walmart. She was a CSM for Walmart. She had got a couple of awards, CSM Employee of the Month, things like that. She struggled. There was times, she moved back home, but she tried.
So it seems like that this Jessica had went down the wrong path, got on drugs. Seemed like she had straightened her life up and got her a job at Walmart. Very interesting. Thank you, Shay, for telling us about this. Hey, kid, they haven't found her since January, so those have to be her remains. Yes, kid. Cece, I'm a friend of Bill's. Who's Bill? Oh, are you talking about Will? Lori, 411 now? Yeah, Shay. I'm going to do a video on her, and I'll get Katie to look into it.
Provided for the kids.
See what her mother says.
She's a single mom. She done it on her own. She got at it. When she became a mom, there was no turning back. She was going to do what she had to do.
And how would you say the relationship was? Was there more than one father, or all to one father? How was her relationship with the children's fathers or father?
They were estranged relationships. Jessica was real guarded as far as getting into deep relationships. With her being a single mom, she was real protective of the kids. As the kids came, they do have different fathers, but she never really opened up. She was very guarded, and it was all about the kids and working and just their life. She just she wasn't into long-term relationship with nobody because she wouldn't give her heart away.
Okay.
Well, it seems like Jessica turned her life around, and whoever house she was at sounds almost just like Savannah Spurlock. Same month, January. Let's see, Jessica went missing January 2nd, 2017, I believe, or 18. And then Savannah's 2019, January 4th. But they were both at a house, and In both the cases, the people say both the girls left the house. Weird. You watched that podcast, Verbal? I'm going to finish watching it when I get off here and look up some stuff, do a video. I won't, Shay. I won't mention you, honey, at all. Hey, Ginger Locks. Good morning. Hey, Christina's Journey. Good morning, ladies. For y'all coming in, if y'all don't know, they found remains, they believe, are Savannah Spurlock's at David Sparks' parents' property in Garrett County, Kentucky. I figured that they would never find her. I figured they got rid of her body away from the property or either burned her. I'm so relieved that she has been missing since January 4th, Shay, 2019 is when she went missing. I bet her family are tore all to pieces. I bet, it's bittersweet for them, really. You know what I mean? And they're relieved that they know where she's at, but, she's gone. Bless their hearts. And like I said before, it's going to be a long time before they're able to, grieve, process everything, and try to get on with their lives because they're going to have to go through, David will have to be charged and tried and convicted. Oh, okay, Lisa. Um, Trying to see if there's any more new updates about Savannah. Katie, are you still in here? I was going to ask you if you saw about that babysitter in Ohio. I was talking about it when I first come on this morning. Let's see if I can find it again. Yeah, right here. Okay, Katie. I didn't know if you was here. There's been a woman in Ohio accused of beating children with a belt and breaking a toddler's back. She is charged with assault and endangering children after she allegedly abused several children in her care. Destiny Preston was arrested Wednesday following two alleged incidents of child abuse. The grandmother of three children, ages 1, 2, and 4, says Preston, a family friend, watched the kids between June 27th and June 30th. But when she picked them up, she says she noticed injuries all over the three children. The family went to the emergency room. The grandmother says the 2-year-old was so badly hurt that he kept slipping in and out of consciousness. According to court documents, an examination found bruises and welts on the 4-year-old from being whipped with a belt. The 2-year-old had bruises and welts on his arms, backs, butt, and face. The sight of their bodies and his head, they're 2 and 4. What can possess you to beat on a 2 and 4-year-old, the grandmother said. Doctors assured the grandmother the wounds were only surface level and would heal. However, the 1-year-old had fractures to her back caused by compression, according to the documents. The grandmother says doctors told her the injury was likely caused by getting slammed into a car seat or high chair. Preston was allegedly involved in another incident in May 2018, according to court documents. The suspect allowed a 2-year-old child to play unsupervised in her yard for at least 2 hours with 2 other children. During that time, the child suffered compression fractures to his spine, as well as 2 subdural hematomas, bruising, and swelling. I couldn't pronounce that word. You nurses can correct me on that. Preston told police she did not check on the child for 2 hours because she had other guests in her home. Assault and endangering children charges were filed in that case in 2018, but the arrest warrant was never served. Preston is now facing 3 charges of assault and 3 counts of endangering children. She is scheduled for a court appearance Thursday. Wow. So she was charged with this in 2018, but the arrest warrant was never served to her. And since they failed to do that, she abused more children. I cannot believe she broke that toddler's back. Why in the hell would you do that? Huh? Let's see. Who is it? Oh, Ginger Locks. I said hi to you, didn't I? Yeah, Cheryl, there's some crazy people. They should do the same to her. Yeah, they should break her back. The Grand Canyon should have a plank for these kind of people. I like the way you think, Verbal. Thanks, Shirley. If y'all didn't see Sonny's video yesterday, my rooster, he tried to attack me. He got really pissed off. I let the sister wives out, the little chicks, and I was standing there filming him talking to him. And when I moved out of his way, he's like, I'm going to pay you back, lady. I'm going to attack you. So he tried to attack me. Thank you, Black Rose. Oh, Ginger Ninja. I thought you was Ginger Locks. Hey, hun. Sorry about that. Makes my blood boil, too. I don't know how you could do that to a little bitty baby. I ran across that story when I was looking up stuff about Savannah this morning, and that article's on by Fox News, guys. I may do a video about that. People that didn't watch the live stream. Her name is Destiny Preston Mac and Cheese from Ohio. She was a babysitter. She beat on several children and even broke one of their backs. 2018, she was supposed, they had an arrest warrant for her and never served it for child abuse because she left a 2-year-old unattended and he got hurt because she had company in her house. And I think that's the one that's back was broke. Oh, yeah, Lisa, here. I put my email in. I'm so bad about checking it. I need to get in there and check it this morning. Thank you, Black Rose. Says great information as always, Cece. Thank you so much. You know, on this Streamlabs, it doesn't notify me if I'm not got my Chromebook, the chat on about super chats. It used to do a little bell. I don't know what I've done. Thank you so much, Black Rose. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, Lisa, there is my email. Email me about that. Did you say you could do panels with the StreamYards? So ruthless and cold. No help for these kind of subhumans. No, they should just euthanize them. Verbal. I think all these people that do crap like that, they should just euthanize them. I heard a professional, and I think that about sex predators too. I heard a professional the other day said there's no rehabilitation for sex predators. That is in them to abuse children. They will always do it if they're allowed to roam free. Gabriel Fernandez. Okay, Mac and Cheese. I haven't been in my email. I wasn't in there yesterday at all, I know. So I'll get in there and check that out. Thank you. Y'all should check out Duty Ron's stream he did last night. He was explaining the indictment for Jeffrey Epstein, however you say his name. That man was a sicko. This man got 14 months in prison, but every day a limo could pick this guy up and him a convicted sex offender and let him go do whatever during the day and return to prison at night. Isn't that a crock of shit? Why does he get special treatment? Just because he's a billionaire? He should be treated like everybody else. No special treatment. Uh-oh, I missed a call from somebody. Trying to check my notifications here. I kind of like using the Streamlabs in the phone. It's kind of easy. I think I need to get a ring light that like holds my cell phone. Hi, all unite. How are y'all? How are you? How are y'all? Crap, I can't talk. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end this stream. I got to get some things done around here. Someone decided to pee in the house this morning. The Schnauzer. He's getting old, though. He probably couldn't wait till I got to the door. He's like 10 years old. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Thank you for chatting with me, as always. Thank you, Black Rose. Yeah, that's Duty Ron's link. Y'all check out his live stream from last night. Anyways, let's see what. Oh, I was looking at messages. Okay, guys, I love y'all. Peace.